I'm Bonnie and welcome to my channel. This is Over Noobin, where I'm noobin my way through Jeep learning, camping adventures, and overlanding experiences. This is my No Boundaries 10.6. If you've never seen one of these before, it's under 2,000 pounds towing, which makes it a great camper to tow with my 4-door Jeep Wrangler. One of the things I love about the NOBO is that it has a full bush kitchen. In this slide right here is my pull-out kitchen. It has a full refrigerator, and I've got a cooktop. It's a little bit messy, but we'll figure it out. That's the cooktop, and that's what we're addressing today. This is a regular 2-burner cooktop, and generally speaking, it's all right. The challenge that I found with this cooking surface is that it's so small and compact. To run both burners at the same time is actually kind of problematic because all my pots and pans are too big for that. So I'm gonna do one of the most popular and on-trend things that you can do while you're camping now, and I'm going to replace this cooktop with a Blackstone griddle. Part of this process is also going to be flipping the fridge lid because right now mine opens from the opposite side. It's not really a big kitchen project, it's just time consuming. Here we go.
The first thing I did was secure the leg with some leveling blocks. That leg is not great and it needs the extra help. After removing the fridge, I took some measurements to see if we could flip the storage compartment. Unfortunately, we don't have the space due to a weld behind that compartment. Next up was removing all of the screws and the lid, which was a little bit tricky considering they were put in with self-tapping screws. Once the cooktop was removed, I did have to put in a little bit of extra effort to get that gas connection removed.
The cooktop is off. Some self-tapping screws to deal with. Now we have the big hole. Getting the gas fixture off was a little bit challenging. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play with the measurements here and see how I like the Blackstone on there and see how it's gonna fit properly. And this is that moment where I hope I've chosen wisely.
For the fitment process, I started by removing one of the feet of the Blackstone so I could measure for height. I also checked to make sure the grease trap was clear and I'd be able to close the slide. Then I moved to the fridge.
Well, I got the lid off, and so I've either broken it or I'm a genius. All you have to do if you have one of these, come behind it, press back, and it pops right off. Pop back on. Really just that easy. Next up, trip to Lowe's because we need some self-tapping screws and spacers. What is that, a bulldozer?
Backhoe.
It's a backhoe. We don't know why. It's just here. I just love that I choose to do all this stuff. Now I have a loud power tool like thing out in front of me. Today we're gonna finish up the kitchen project. We're gonna be drilling through the surface of this to mount the Blackstone. It is going to be a permanent mount to the kitchen, and yes, it's gonna be a little heavy, so I'm already looking at options. Get a better reinforced leg down there for the slide. This is gonna be a lot of fun because we gotta do a lot of drilling.
To find screws and bolts that would fit, we simply took one of the legs to Lowe's and used their measuring system they have available. You could always do a final check to make sure everything is going to fit the way you want it to, especially when it comes to clearing that slide.
Yay!
Okay, well here's the hard part.
Yep,
Yeah.
let's find out if it works.
All right, let's make it happen. You and the captain.
I can't stand the sound.
I gotta admit, I don't like drilling through metal, so I'm always happy to hand that part of the project off to somebody else.
Right on.
Yeah.
4 holes. All right, now we're just gonna clean that up a little bit before we put the Blackstone on. All right, all we gotta do is grab the Blackstone, which is right here.
Okay.
And it was right about here fitting the spacers when we realized we probably should have taken that shelf out first.
Now it'll work.
Take out the shelf first, folks. Learn from our
I'll grab
mistakes.
another 2.
All that was left to do was to tighten down all the bolts, not all of which were easy to get to, and then it was about putting the kitchen back together and tidying up the workspace.
So this was really easy. taking the old cooktop off, putting the Blackstone on. Our grease trap is in the back, so I was sensitive to that. Fridge opens on the correct side for me. And we have the new Blackstone, which will take over for all my cooking. And yes, I know I have to clean it. This is gonna be a great addition for camping. Far less to carry with me. Don't need all the pots and the pans. The Blackstone's taken over. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And please remember to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with my latest content. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're out there living your best sheep life.